Hello. Hi, everybody. So, guess what I'm wearing? I am wearing my Just For Me cardigan. Y'all forgive me, I am out of breath. Woo! And those of y'all who didn't catch this live, you will be catching it on the replay. So, what we're about to do, we're about to go on a little field trip because we have to go back to the space where we are comfortable. Oh, hey, sis. How are you? Woo. Y'all see the artwork I passed in the hallway? Whew. Okay. Okay. All right. Hi, everybody. Whew. Now y'all see what I go through when I tell you all that it's a struggle for me to get to and from the kitchen. Oh, and it's my heart, not the desire, not laziness. Is that the heart was the excuse me, the heart will start working overtime and it causes everything else to do funny. I have to come out of the sweater. The sweater's warm. The sweater is very warm. Woo, Lord. But yes, that is my sweater. I am going to put out a video of pictures later on, and they will be showing the sweaters. Uh, I'll probably the only person you'll see, but everybody else, it'll be the sweaters. Oh, my goodness. Okay, I left it up front. I can't go back up front right now. But guys, I got this beautiful birthday card. It was my first birthday card for my birthday. Ah, absolutely beautiful for my sister. I really, really appreciated that. Today, my the one I call my person, she's actually my best friend. She just left. I mean, just left. I talked to my sister this morning, who called and wished me happy birthday again. And right after she and I hung up, my bestie called and she says, we're going to come by. She and her significant other are going to come by and bring you your birthday and your Christmas. Now, see, I don't mind getting birthday and Christmas together when they are two separate gifts. I know this is birthday and I know this is Christmas. I cannot help the time of year I was born. Oh, in case you missed it, today is my birthday. So let's go back to the beginning. Hello, everybody. Welcome in the den. I am your baby boomer, Kitty Lane, from the peninsula in Virginia. Welcome to another Create and Relate. So, should I say, come on in the den? Okay, so back to the birthday, Christmas gifts, and all that good stuff. So, the first thing that happened, I got the birthday card last week. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely loved it. So at 12:04 a.m., my room door busts open, and my manager, mama, daughter comes strolling in the room in her night robe, twirling the belt. You got to be around us to see how we act around each other. We're like two complete nuts. And she's like, "Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday." Wait a minute, I got to get the drums. And she comes over and starts playing the coconuts. So I'm sitting here like, because she's playing the drums from underneath. And you had to be there. You had to be there. It was just the cutest. And then about 2 minutes after that, my oldest daughter texts me. Then at, I'm sorry, at 6:44 this morning, my grandbabies called and sang happy birthday to me. So then I talked to my sister Joan early this morning. So I got a happy birthday from her. And it's like everybody called like right after something happened. Cause at 12:04, I had just started cleaning off my bed to go to bed. Cause y'all know I sleep with my yarn. So all of my yarn, my daughters told me from now on, the only yarn thing I can have on my bed is my blanket. Everything else has to go. So I'm in the process of taking it off, which is when she came in. And as soon as she finished, my oldest daughter text me. So then I got that off. And then I learned this new way to go to sleep. I'll tell you guys about that later. But it worked. I slept like a diva last night. I did. I feel so good today. So um I lost myself. Come back to me. So after going to sleep just before the 6:44 a.m. call, I woke up because I was trying to catch up to the counting I was doing to go to sleep. But I realized that 6 hours had gone by. I had slept, and I didn't feel tired or anything. It's just that I enjoyed it so much I wanted to go back to it. Like I said, I'll tell you about that the counting part later. So right after the kids called, I got up, pulled my clothing out for the day. And yes, this t-shirt is very significant. It says, "You alone are enough. You have nothing to prove to anybody." And of course, that's by Dr. Maya Angelou. And if you know, she is my all-time favorite female poet. She is. Favorite male is Paul Laurence Dunbar. So, yes. And the fact that I met her when I was 7 years old, she held my hands, told me, "Young lady, you have a story to tell. You have a story to write." I've been writing poetry ever since. I've been writing ever since. So, yes, to feel that I got that blessing passed from her to me at the age of 7, she will always have a forever phenomenal place in my heart, in my spirit. So, yes. So I got up, pulled out my clothing for the day, and then I went head on and I took my shower. As soon as I got out the shower and I had just finished lotioning myself down and started putting on my clothes, my sister called and saying happy birthday to me. So we had a conversation. As soon as we hung up, I got up to finish getting dressed and everything and, you know, check everything, make sure I look presentable. And then my bestie called and said she was on her way. So I was able to get a load of clothes in the washing machine, got my coffee made. The coffee's behind me. Y'all know I had to get my coffee. And then she came in. She said, "This one is for your birthday." So I got, if you don't know, my favorite scent of Bath and Body Works is Winter Candy Apple. So I got the hand sanitizer, Winter Candy Apple hand sanitizer. I want y'all to see it. I want y'all to see it all. Yes. Okay, you can't see it, but it's here. There it is. And then I got, y'all, this is the concentrated room spray, Winter Candy Apple. Yes. Are we catching the theme here? And then we got the foam hand wash, Winter Candy Apple. Yes. That is my all-time favorite Bath and Body Works scent. It is. I think it screams December baby. And today is my birthday. And it is the 2nd of December. Exactly. So for Christmas, thank you, love. I understand. I understand. I love you. But thank you. Thank you. Mwah. So for Christmas, I get the body wash, winter candy apple. I get the body cream, winter candy apple, and I get the body mist, winter candy apple. I absolutely do. And Michelle, if you're catching this like the quick before, uh, there you are. Can't let you go without your hug. So that's what I got, guys. I'm so excited. I really, really am. I feel amazing. On my scale from 1 to 10, I feel about a 10 and a half. I do. I feel really, really good today. So let me tell you about the counting. Last night before I went to bed, scrolling through YouTube just to see that last little snippet of whatever before I go to bed. I usually try to find like thunder sounds or something. And it said to count your age backwards for the best sleep. Sounded interesting. Of course, I had to test it before I put it out there for anybody else to try, because if it doesn't work on me, I might mention it and keep it moving. Y'all, when I laid down last or this morning, I started with I am 62, I am 61, I am 60, I am 59. And every time I said it, it's like I was going deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. I don't remember getting past 48. So I must have been really tired. Oh my goodness. That was when I woke up just before the kids called, because I needed to know what happened past 48. But it's okay. It was probably the best sleep I've had since turning 50. It was, oh my goodness. And I've had surgeries that I've been anesthetized for, and the sleep hasn't been that good. Oh my goodness. This was absolutely amazing. So I did not check my subscribers. I did not check my watch hours. It's just been like a super exciting day. So that's where we are today. We're just wrapping ourselves up and relishing in the excitement and the joy of the day. When I got out of the shower, or just before I got in the shower, actually, I wanted to sing happy birthday to myself. So I went on YouTube and found me some birthday songs. And I sat here for about 15, 20 minutes singing happy birthday to me. Something I generally don't do, but I did it. I did it. And it just helped to magnify, intensify, enlighten, all those good things, my day. I feel absolutely amazing. It is raining here. So it's very dismal outside. So I am only using my floor light for right now. And I'm sorry, it's not offering us the best light, but I didn't necessarily want you to see the light. Come into the light. Come into the light. I am in the light. So, yes, feel free to step into the light. Okay, this is what we have to work with today, but it's okay. It's okay because my sunshine is vibrating through the screen onto you so that you all can have a beautiful day as well. Yes. So, what's in my cup, you might ask? Let's see what we have wetting my whistle today. We have 10 ounces of espresso and 10 ounces of Italian roast. I wanted to try their Italian roast because it's also a full blend, and I like strong coffee. I love strong coffee. I have to say the two blended together is different. It's different. Uh, the Italian roast does take away a little bit of the bite of the espresso, but not a whole lot. I tried it before I added my salt and vanilla. So I still had to add the salt and vanilla, and that took the bite completely away. Now, for my creamer, I did a little more creamer than normal. I did 10 ounces of French vanilla and 6 ounces of caramel macchiato. So I have 16 ounces of creamer today. I have completed a bottle and this much of another bottle of water. So I'm almost done with my second bottle of water. I have not eaten yet. I've had a busy morning, guys. I'm still floating right now. So I know before my feet touch the ground, I need to eat. So after the live, I will make sure that I eat. That's when I'm going to take my medication. And so we have that. I want to show you my weekly whips. I'm only going to show you two of them. Um, Everything else is kind of in a shambles. And I'm going to tell you why. There's only one bad part to my day, and that actually happened day before yesterday. I made a really big deal of it day before yesterday. It's an even bigger deal today. This has got to be why it's raining outside. Y'all, I lost my 6.5 Susan Bates hook. And I wasn't anywhere but right here. That's what bothers me. We have taken everything off my bed. We've looked under the bed. We have literally moved everything in my room. And that my room right now is very much in shambles because we have been looking for that hook. We have been looking for that hook. It is this color green with that kind of handle on it. Yes. And I don't know where it is. I don't know where it is. Someone told me to check the chair cushions, and they didn't know, but I don't sit on a chair, I sit on my bed. Another person said, your hubby is hiding it from you. I'm not married. I don't even have a boyfriend. So, no. Yeah, so that's the downside of the day, but we're not going to let it stop us because this is actually being worked up with my 8.0, my L hook. I'm calling this Candy Strands because I'm running two strands together, and it's the rainbow. I love the rainbow. I call the other one Black Skittles. So, and it's with the rainbow yarn. This is a two-way. Hi, Lori, and thank you. Yes. So I love that rainbow yarn. I've run it throughout. I started with black, and then I added a dark brown, more like a coffee brown, and it kind of blended off in that rainbow where it was only yellow. And it's a two-weight. That's why I ran it with the four-weight. Um, and I don't know if that was a fallacy or what, but anyway, I left it like it was. I let it stay there. And then as I continued, I went with a lighter brown and then a slightly darker brown. This is like a grayish tan that I'm working on right here. I don't have ball bands to any of these. I am so sorry. I truly went to the stash. Yeah, I truly went to the stash for this. And then from here, I'm going to go gray. And then I'm going to go back into these colors. I forgot how, I know it's 45 inches wide, and I forgot how thick it is. So, y'all, grandson is needed today. So, okay, I got it. It's okay. It's okay. So far we're at 16 inches. So I don't have that much to go. I don't. I did all of this in one sitting. So this happened before I lost my K hook. Yes. This is the other thing that's happening. And you're going to see more of this tomorrow. I did my crochet with Kitty video. So you will see this. I think you'll see it like that part of it tomorrow. Because I love the color changes. I absolutely love the color changes. This pattern is called the Help Me Marsha. It's by it's Marsha's pattern, who we know as Blind Stitches. This is her pattern, and it's called the Sunshine Harmony. Sunshine Harmony. It's really beautiful, and you will see her channel in the description box. But I think it is absolutely gorgeous. She called me yesterday and said she had one that she wanted me to try. And yeah, I think it's absolutely gorgeous. So I'm working on that. I am actually using the Susan Bates 6.0 with this one. I'm using the Lion Brand Mandala, the um, the value bundle or the bonus bundle. It's a 3-weight. I forgot what the yardage was. The colorway is Gnome, 1,181 yards or 1,080 meters. Like I said, it is a 3-weight. It calls for, ooh, ooh. It calls for a 5 millimeter and H, but I am using a J, which is giving it that vibe. It's real fluffy and pretty. I love the looseness, the ability to see the design. I think is absolutely amazing. I would definitely do this again. And yeah, yeah. But like I said, it is a pattern by Blind Stitches Creations. I do have her channel listed in the description box below. So I'm working on those. I'm still working on Black Skittles. That's not Black Skittles. Black Skittles is down there. Like I said, we were looking for a hook, y'all, and we everything is everywhere. But I am working on Black Skittles. I'm working on the new squares. Um, I am also working on my purple sweater. I got it down to 5 things that I'm working on. The things that I finished for this week were I was able to do all of the Taco Tuesday challenges. I did the cowl, which I showed you. I finished a washcloth, added it to another washcloth that I had done, which one of the challenges was a washcloth set. So I covered 2 in that. I did a whip, I completed a whip, and I did a washcloth set. I did my classy cowl, which was my sparkle wear. Yes, I'm still working on the purple sweater. Hopefully by the end of this week, I'll have that done. Hopefully. But I am giving myself until Christmas to do it. But at the classic cowl, I did, and I showed you all that one. So that was, and I wrote the pattern for that one. So that was my written pattern and my sparkly make. I made Christmas tree ornaments. I made bells. So that was my tree ornament. I made the fingerless gloves. And what was the candy string? One, two, three, four, five, six. I don't even know what that is. The washcloths. Y'all, I am so lost. Okay, I did the dishcloth set, the tree ornament, the fingerless gloves, the written pattern. Oh, the new blanket whip. That's what that was. And that's what this is. So I started a new whip. So yeah, that's what number 7 was. I was like candy strand. I know that I had that somewhere. Okay, the whatnots. Please don't forget this is the month of December. I did ask us to challenge ourselves to make 4 pillows, small, large, it doesn't matter. In the process of writing the recipe for a pillow, it's going to be a small one. I'm making all small pillows, guys. I have recently found that my love, and I'm talking about this next. I'm glad I went here. Um, segue right into it. My love is blankets. My love, it absolutely is blankets. So that's where I'm happiest. That's what I'm going to gravitate to the most, and just continue to um, do commissions as they come about, but just continue to bless the homeless in my area. There are a lot of them out there. There really are. There's one man, bless his heart, who is actually right around the corner. There's several right around the corner, but this one man that sleeps on the sidewalk in front of Aldi's. And I have watched his health deteriorate. When I first saw him, he was on a bicycle, and now he's walking with a walker. And it breaks my heart. There are several others who stay over at the shopping center across the street. And then, ooh, excuse me, right around the corner, when you leave our apartment complex to the right, like you're going to Walmart, is a ditch on each side of the street. And there are trees surrounding that ditch. So we've got communities that stay in those trees. So what I've been doing is taking a blanket over to the fence because it's right on the other side of the fence. I'll take a blanket over to the fence and just lay the blanket on the fence. And usually within an hour, the blanket's gone. Because I know it's a whole community over there, you know. And then I want you all to please not forget your journals. I had started setting up a notebook. Got to tell y'all about this funny story. Started setting up a notebook to be a journal. And my daughter walked in the house, panicked, and she said, Mom, do you have a wire clothes hanger? I'm like, no, I sure don't. And I looked over, and right in front of me was the notebook that I plan on turning into a journal. So I started taking the wire out of it. Meanwhile, she's knocking on neighbors' doors. She had no idea I was taking the wire out. She's knocking on neighbors' doors, seeing if they have a wire hanger. Um, excuse me, some of you know she recently purchased a car, or had a car purchased for her actually. And it's got starter issues. So this sticker, the for sale sticker, the sticky stuff from it was on the windshield. And she stepped out of the car with the car running to get the sticky stuff off of the windshield, and the door closed. So her keys were in the car, her phone was in the car, and the door locked when it closed. So she had locked her keys in the car, and I had started taking this out. But it just so happens that our neighbor had the tool that she used to open the car door. So she was able to get in the car. And when she came in, she was like, Mom, Miss Jones had this. And I was like, I am so grateful. And I'm holding out this long metal wires. She was like, see, that's why you're the best mom in the world. I was like, I was trying. I was going to make sure you could get back in your car. So we figured out, that we just need to hide that just in case something like that happens again. So that was my little bit of excitement there. I did manage to hold on to some of it. So we're good there. But yes, please don't forget the journals. I am going to be using the 5 subject notebook for mine. I'm going to get a binder and finish taking that coiling out so that I can just go ahead and put it right into the binder. But it's going to be very, very simple. Excuse me. I am so sorry. You're going to record how you feel twice a day. When you get up in the morning, when you get ready to go to bed at night, you're going to record your attitude, whether you had a positive attitude, negative attitude, same thing at night. Oh boy, three things that you need to get accomplished for that day, or that you have accomplished for that day. Two people that you need to reach out to and get in contact with. Those types of things. It's going to be really, really, really simple. Eventually, we'll graduate to the kind of journal. If you all are still with me and want to try it, I keep up with stitches. That helps me when it comes to pricing things. Because when I have someone to come off the fly and ask me, hey, I love that colorful sweater that you have. How much do you charge for that? If I keep up with my stitches and know how many stitches I put into it, then it's easier for me to say, hey, you know, 20,000 stitches went into it. I do 2,000 stitches an hour. We're looking at 10 hours. Okay, so that would run me $200. It's a lot easier if you keep up with stitches for that purpose, and you can even give them that quick spiel so that they know that you're not just throwing a number at them. This is something that you worked out. That's what I was explaining to you all before when I was telling you how to price your items. But like I said, we're going to get into that a little deeper in a whole video by itself. Okay, so now we're going to get to the ASL. I know y'all been waiting. It's been a while, but it's okay. And the phrase that I'm going to teach you today is, how are you feeling today? Very simple. How are you feeling today? Okay? How, or how you, how you. To me, it's easier to just say, how are you? Or in the direction of that person. How are you? How are you feeling? Middle finger across the back of the hand. It can be flat out. It can be balled into a fist. It can be turned to the side. Whatever, you just want to stroke your hand. So, how are you feeling? How are you feeling today or now? But for us right now, it's today. So, how are you feeling today? Both Y hands straight down with palms up. Today. Today. Don't forget facial expressions. They are very, I just did the sign for beautiful, I'm sorry. But don't forget the facial expressions. They're very important. Very important. So, how are you feeling today? You got that crinkle in your forehead, the eyebrows raised a little bit because you want to know, how are you feeling today? Not how are you feeling today? So you work with it so that it's a fluent motion and that you actually have the facial expressions that go along with what you're saying. Now, I said I was going to teach you one word, but because these three words are so close in nature, I'm going to do three. All of them will make sense when you see them. We know that this is the H. So when we go from in front of our chin out to our dominant side, that's indicating that you're hard of hearing. Hard of hearing. Okay. When you want to brush up the lip, not a down motion, but brush up like you're pulling words from the inside of your mouth out. That's talk or speak. Okay. Going from the mouth to the ear or from the ear to the mouth, it doesn't matter. That means death. So if I say to you, how are you feeling today? I'm good, thank you. Okay. My name is Kitty Lane, and I'm not deaf. I'm hard of hearing, and I talk a lot. I know that seemed like a lot, but what I want you to focus on is the difference between sometimes if you can catch words, you can kind of piece things around those words. Like when you heard me or when you saw me say, I'm not deaf, deaf. Okay, I'm not deaf. I'm hard of hearing, and I talk a lot. You know, when you see this big movement, and I just said talk, okay, talk big, talk a lot. Okay, it must mean talk a lot. So sometimes you can take the words that you know and you can build that sentence or that statement around that little portion that you know. Okay? So once again, how are you feeling today? How are you feeling today? Okay? And then deaf or deaf, hard of hearing, just bounce your H, hard of hearing, and talk, talk. I'm not deaf. I'm hard of hearing, and I talk a lot. Okay? You're going to see that whole phrase again. That's my greeting when I say it. When I say, come on in the room. My name is Kitty Lane. That's my sign name. K into the L and down the lane like way. Kitty Lane. And I'm not deaf. I'm hard of hearing, and I talk a lot. Yes, so that's where we are. I will show you those again real briefly before we sign off for today. But to let you know what's on my board for today, how busy I am going to be. I am going to complete the load of clothes that I have in the washing machine. Yes, y'all, I've been able to do so much today. I got my dishes washed early, so I can scratch that off the list. I got to put those clothes in the dryer and put my second load in. Um, I have my 30 minutes set aside to work in my closet, 30 minutes to work in my bathroom. I am going to later on tonight watch Taco Tuesday. You all saw me show off my sweater. I just have to take the pictures now. I plan to record 2 videos, and I plan to edit and upload 2 videos. And I'm going to treat myself to dinner. I got a gift card from my insurance company. So I'll be treating myself to dinner tonight. I haven't decided whether I'm going to Olive Garden or Longhorn. I wanted to go to Longhorn Steakhouse because I haven't had a good steak in a while, but it's raining and Olive Garden is right beside, I mean, like right behind me. So it might just be Olive Garden. And that's okay. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. That'll be absolutely great for me. And I'll get the pasta. I'll get the salad. That's what I want more than anything. If I could just go over there and eat endless salad, I'd be happy. I talk about a child that loves salad. I love me some salad. Yes, I do. And I mean a good garden salad. You know, the only thing I want to add to the garden salad is cheese and croutons. You know, I can eat it with or without dressing. I just love all of those vegetables together. I just think it's such a treat. But for dinner last night, guys, I had baked chicken. I had all spinach, and we did potato salad. I was curious that we did potatoes, but I forgot how we had them. But we had potato salad. Yes, we had potato salad. So that's what we had for dinner last night, and it was so good, guys. I actually had seconds. I generally don't do seconds. I generally can't do seconds, but it was so good. I went back and got me another chicken wing and a spoonful of um, potato salad. Yeah, yeah. On another sad note, everybody, if you will, please keep the family of Jeanette Egan in your prayers. Um, she lost her fight, and I'm not going to harp on that, but just please keep her in your prayers. And I just learned today that we lost a member of my poetry community. Yesterday, she lost her battle as well. So that thing is going around. That big C word is going around. It's collecting folks. So y'all do everything you can to stay healthy. Okay? Please, for me. Once again on our ASL phrase, how are you feeling today? How are you feeling today? Okay? How are you feeling today? I'm good, thank you. I'm good. I'm good. Okay? How are you feeling today? Deaf, hard of hearing, talking. I'm not deaf. I'm hard of hearing and two hands. And I talk a lot. But yes, like I said, when you do your ASL, please either record yourself doing it and go back and look at it so that you'll know how to read it when you see it, or do it in the mirror, or practice with someone that you can teach as well. And that way you're both learning how to not only perform the signs, you're learning how to read the signs as well. Okay? When I do it for y'all, I'm looking at myself in the camera. I'll go back and look at the video so that I can, that's how I get to the point that I can say fluently, because I'm constantly practicing and working with it. And I want to be able to show you the proper way. Okay? So let's keep all of that in mind. I'm not going to hold you all long. Of course not. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. Yay. Yay. Plus, I got, like I said, 2 videos to record. One of those videos is basically going to be pictures. So you get to see these beautiful cardigans that have been made, and yeah, that video will be put together today, but it probably won't be out until the end of the week. Hello, baby. How are you? Thank you. Y'all, I am 62. Ask me how I feel. Like I'm 26. I do. I do. I'm going to tell y'all something I did today. I reached out to my ex fiance. I did because today he turned 50. Call me a cougar. Why do you think I have a cat like name? Come on now. I am. And I tell y'all all the time, come on in the den. That's right. The lioness's den. Meow. Okay, guys, I absolutely love each and every one of you. I am so glad that you all chose to spend this portion of my birthday with me. It really does make my heart sing. It makes me happy. Every time I see you all, it makes me happy. Like I said, I'm not going to hold you long. Please take this with you. How are you feeling today? How are you feeling today? And deaf, hard of hearing, and talking. So I'm not deaf, I'm hard of hearing, and I talk a lot. Okay? I love you guys. Please don't forget in your walk of life to be bold, be brave, be beautiful, and behave. Remember, Kitty Lane told you. Remember, Kitty Lane loves you. So until we see each other again on these YouTube streets, peace out, everybody.